Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? I think Paul was in here early. Hey, Paul, if you're still here, hello. Tommy, Jay, how are you? Tip, how you doing? Hope everybody's fine. Uh, I am aggravated. Uh, I very rarely have bad days, and today's one of them. Um, I find out for one thing that both of the inverters, those PSI inverters in Ubon, are bad. And what I did was he went there yesterday, and and one of the batteries there is bad and needs to be repaired. I don't know the whole story yet because it's hard, the language barrier. But I'll try to show you here real quick. It's the one that was on the it was the one that's on the wall here. Uh, this one, you guys should be seeing it, and it's showing that there's a battery on it, as it's showing it's charging right now. So I'm imagining my wife misunderstood him. Both of the inverters are bad, beyond repair, I guess, are not worth repairing, and that both batteries were bad. And there's a battery definitely on this system. It looks like it to me. Like this is the one. I don't know if you guys saw my short I put out. We put the 10.2 kW there. I got a great price on it, 14,000 baht instead of like almost 20. So that was done, and he charged me. I mean, like I thought about doing it myself. He charged me 800 baht for him and one guy. They were probably there. They weren't there that long. Maybe 2 hours. So he's very reasonable. But what I did do this morning was I ordered the 6.2 Power Mister uh, um, off grid only uh, deal, and it was normally 9,000 baht. I got it for 6,900. So I ordered that. Hopefully that'll be here. Well, he's going to have to go out to Ubon again. So I want to make sure that Ubon, is, um, you know, taken care. It's such a long pain in the ass, right? I can't find my shaver, my trimmer. My beard needs to be trimmed. My face is definitely. I feel a little bit still weird. I might need to get a hold of the doctor because I think my blood sugar, because I'm eating correctly as a normal person would, my blood sugar I think is low. I know it's low. I haven't taken it, but I know the way I feel. And have him adjust my medication because, hey, Justin, how you doing? Um, it, I believe he needs to reduce the dose of the medication that he's given me. It's so easy to get, easy to take. What did I miss? Did you guys talking about? Hope you had a great birthday. I didn't know you had a birthday. Happy birthday. I'm horrible. Usually Facebook notifies me. So anyway, um, did that generator that I bought, the 5,500 watt generator, I pulled all the external stuff off the carburetor. When Tune finally showed up yesterday, if you guys didn't notice, let me go back and change this to the fence. It's almost done now. Um, but as you can see, the gate is on. There's a lock on it. The panels are all in. The only thing I think he needs to do is paint a little bit, and I'm going to have him pour that little concrete pad for where the electric drive deal is going to go, and I'll probably have him install that. But that's above and beyond the what I had contracted him to do. I'm going to do a breakdown on it. I believe the whole fence and with the motor and everything is under 150 by quite a bit, I think. I think it's only 130, I think is what I spent. Let's see. Um, But yeah, so I just feel a little bit, uh, plenty of energy still. I took all that stuff off. Had when he came there, had one of his guys pull it. I put my hand besides the choke on the way on. Put my hand, it sucked it in. It started right up, but I had to run the choke at 3/4 to keep it from surging. So the carburetor needs to be cleaned. So I'll probably take that off, clean that today because I want it to run good and find a place for it in the garage in case we need to. That'll damn near power up, the house if I had to. So there is a connection over on the other side that the solar man put in when he originally put in the solar system to plug in a generator. So it would be nice to actually kind of have a backup. But with the solar, it should be no problem now. We'll see. The system on the house seems to be working okay. So we'll find out here once we get some. That actually shows sunshine again on the weather deal. Cloudy, partly cloudy, which is cool. Even on the long term, it's showing partly cloudy and no rain starting Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So, um, so I was a little bit aggravated with that, but he'll go back. He'll put in that new inverter. I'll pay whatever is happening with those batteries. Maybe I'm gonna have to get more batteries. I'll have to see and live with it. My wife, she freaks out because I get mad. And but I told her, I said, I'm not one of those people that get mad, stay mad for 8 weeks. I got mad this morning. 15 minutes later, I'm fine. I'll figure it out. Whatever it's going to take. It was so much easier when I was younger. You could vent and go drink alcohol, go to the bar, get in a bar fight, and everything was fine. You got all your aggressions out. And I really think that since I've been mellowed and here in Thailand, of course, you're not gonna can't do anything here, be stupid. But I think you also are me. You also missing that ability to vent. And maybe I need to figure out another way. Maybe I need to hang a heavy bag or something and pound on that. I'll have to see. So we are. I have to finish up the trailer stuff today. The kids. Was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Went in there, pulled everything out, cleaned everything, put everything back so we knew exactly what we had. We bought them 2 new tents. They dug those. They liked that. They set one up in the driveway over there in front of the garage. And we're supposed to leave, like I said before. Me and the 2 girls will leave Monday morning, sunrise, and take off and go to the U-Bahn house. And we'll spend the night there. Tuesday morning, we will get up and go to the campground. It's only 15, 20 minutes away. Set up everything, and Wednesday morning, my wife will drive the car out, and she'll spend Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. Sunday, we'll pack it up and come home. So I like the idea that it's kind of close to the U-Bahn house. Of course, I don't. That if the air conditioners and the batteries and the electricity is not working great, but it'll be a place that if I say, I'm going to bring the generator. I did start up the 2300 watt quiet generator. Started right up. That thing ran fine. So I want to make sure I've got all the cords and the long extension cord for that. The cover, like I said, I use one of those bathroom pop-up tents or temporary bathroom deals that a lot of people use them for. I use it to cover the generator and in case it rains. But it looks like maybe we're going to get 4 or 5 days straight of decent weather. So we'll have to see. Hey Maui, how you doing? Hope you're well. Sorry to hear about the dog thing. I wrote you a thing. I was a little aggravated saying I hope they die and burn in hell, which I hope they do. I had a dog that somebody poisoned, but I traced it all down. It was up in by Bass Lake when I lived up there for a lot of years. A black lab, and brought her in. She was throwing up, and brought her in, and she was pretty big too, like 90 pounds or something. Picked her up, put her on my lap, drove to the doctor, and she passed there. And that was the first dog that I had cremated, and she had a little box with her plate on it and stuff that we buried on the property there. But come to find out, what had happened was the people in the area, which I told them, do not do that anymore, or I will lose my temper. And they poisoned the squirrels, and then the dogs and the animals around there would eat the squirrels, and the animals were dying. So I said, people need to stop poisoning your squirrels. And if I find out that you are, we're going to have a problem. Which after that, they never did it anymore. I think they were frightened out there. But anyway, sorry to hear about your dog. I love all my dogs, and we just had two of the labs. So if you're interested, when you get back and you get through the pain, we have 13 or 14 labs. The two chocolates had a set. I got a white, almost white one. It was weird, and then one the same color of bear. The rest of them are all black. A whole bunch of males. I guess my wife said everybody wants males. Actually, the one that had 6, Cookie, they're all boys. And then the other one was about half and half, I think, or 7. She had 8. One passed away the first day. I think she laid on it. We brought it to the vet, and the vet said she overate, a glutton. I said she must have taken after me. But of course, we went through the ceremony and did the whole thing here with putting her in the ground. Yeah, no shit. I'd like to find out. Maybe you could put something on Facebook that Dave would like you to visit him. He would love to talk to you about the things that you do. But people like that are cowards and would never do anything. It was meant for the soy dogs, but was walking when daughter-in-law smelled the food and yanked the leash away. Yeah, still, I mean, that's no way to take care of the soy dogs, I don't know. They do have a problem here in Thailand with soy dogs. I will admit that, but poisoning them doesn't seem like the right thing to do. But anyway, so if down the road that we'll be having them probably periodically, I think my wife's going to let them keep having puppies. I just can't see her fixing them. So I know it's hard, and I've had talks with people, but like Toby just tore my heart out of my chest. 4 years we only got to spend with her, but I would take the pain twice over just so I could keep those 4 years in my memory. So I just can't be one of those persons. I'll never have a dog again, No, because what's like even with the little ones now, they've got all of my dogs do, but Poncho and Heidi are just they. It's already going to be devastating, and we've only had them a year. They just turned a year, so sure it was the Farang next door. Yeah, good. Find out for sure. I can come. I'll make a trip to Hua Hin. Yeah, I just don't think that's right. Was Kenny here? So I don't know. Was Kenny here? I didn't see. Did I miss that? Kenny. Oh, right there. I don't know if you heard, but both of the PSI inverters that I took out of this house took a shit in Ubon. So I was just showing I'll show we took the the inverter from here when we put in the 10.2, and he put it in an Ubon. But one of the batteries I think is acting up. My wife said both, but I think she got it confused. So I'll find out today from him. I bought the off-grid only one. They had it on sale. It was 85 or 9,000 baht. I got it for 67. So I bought it this morning. I said, screw it. Gonna need to put one in there. He's only looking, as you can see, this thing isn't the house, isn't even tied into the grid. And from what my understanding is, it can't be because it'll screw up the charger, the inverter, the battery, and everything. If it tries to switch over to grid and gets that powerful 170 volts, so it's not even tied into the grid. So the other one, I'm not going to ever tie it into the grid. So I figured for 6,700, what is that? $200, $200. And like I said, that 2 hours worth of work that he pulled it down with the guy, put it in there, made the communications, although they didn't work, cables, and tied everything in and did all that and did the Wi-Fi and all that. 800 baht. So I don't know, what is that? $20? $20. So it doesn't even warrant for me to screw with. So hopefully he's going to go to Ubon. We're going to Ubon Monday morning and going on a camping excursion, so I'll see what's going on there. But my wife told me both the batteries, but as you can see in here, it's got it off grid. It is blinking charging right now. And the battery, when I looked at it this morning, was blinking. You know how they go up steps, as it's was doing that this morning. So I don't know. That would be, it's on 200 a 200 amp hour battery. So we'll see. I'll find out about that. So it just maybe I'll get this right sooner or later. I am kind of happy with the way and you were absolutely right. I like the program on the Power Mister, but it real slow refresh rate. But I'm watching it now. We think that one of the batteries, Kenny, and I don't know, do you have any problem with the batteries at all if you're still in the chat? I think both the batteries are bad. I charged this one up yesterday. Never get them to balance. The bottom one, the solar man's going to take back. And like I said, that man never told me they were secondhand batteries. So I like the guy. He was very, cool about everything. And if he did, I don't think he did it on purpose. I think maybe he thought he told my wife, or thought he told the solar man, or maybe he thought he told me, whatever. He never told any of us that they were secondhand batteries. So I think they're both bad. So what I'm going to have him do before he takes just the one, I'm going to have him hump one of those 314 amp hour heavy son of a guns out of the house, bring it over to the garage, tie it in, and see how it is. Because I can watch that thing will jump from 49 volts to 53, 54, and the inverter's going freaking nuts because it's going, wait, I have to switch. It's fully charged. No, it's not charged. It's so I think that the batteries are screwed. But are you having any, yeah, you knew, I know. I saw it even in your video, you said. But you having any problems with them at all? Like I said, mine, I can watch it jump. I watched it all day, jump and go from saying it's 70% charged, the inverter, saying it's 70% charged, and then I can look on my other program that I have. It's only at 49 volts, and 49 volts is like 10%. So then it'll switch back and it'll jump to 54, which is fully charged. And then the thing is going, wait, fully charged, I need to stop, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll see. But I shut off the one that the solar man thinks has the bad BMS. And I still think that the other one is still not right. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's something I don't know. But there's something definitely weird in it. They definitely wouldn't balance. One of them was at 75%, showing on the front panel. The other one was at one line, 25%. Tried to get them, brought them all the way down, let them come all the way up, and still they never balanced. So I'll find out. We'll see. What did I miss? Hey, Aaron, I didn't see you. Hey, Robert, I didn't see you either. What are you doing? I will be doing a live tomorrow from the lake. Got a new fishing poles. All right, cool. If you're still here, you might be gone already. But yeah, so I was rambling about solar. So I was aggravated this morning. Both those PSI ones were, according to what he said, that because of the batteries, but I still think he ought to take both of them back to, they had a 5-year warranty on them. But there was in there, on what was the cause, of it. But still, let them figure it out. So, but the Thai people don't like confrontation. So I don't even think it's confrontation. Here they are. They went bad. I don't have a clue why they went bad. You guys figure it out. Worst case scenario, they say, oh, well, this one was your fault. This one we'll pay for, and maybe I'll get some money back. You never know. We'll see. They will jump from 50 to 50 very quickly and have never been totally balanced, but my rooster said that is not unusual. Okay, maybe they are, but I couldn't even get them close, like I said, to be in balance. And they had the same thing with you. He made up all the while I was sitting there watching him. He made up all the communication cables and by himself and put them in there with his little tool and clipping and all that and put it on there and it wouldn't talk to it. But you had said that whatever those battery manufacturers are, they don't are probably aren't going to talk with the power mister. And I think you tried it too, and you didn't have any luck either. Yeah, it's yeah. I'll have to see. He's going to take the one back to the guy and uh, see what he says. He thinks that the BMS is bad on that one, but I don't know. It seems like they're both doing the same thing, so we'll have to see. You ever hear anything from that one solar company about what? Remind my ailing old age brain, Aaron. Hola, how you doing, Jake? Um, so so that's the gist. Got a little aggravated this morning, my poor wife. Don't, man. I just I don't understand it. Uh, just do not like any kind of confrontation, and that's just the way it goes. I guess I don't know, but like I said, I'm not. I don't hold on to anger or anything. I let me vent for 10 seconds, 10 minutes, and I'm done. I'm on to the next thing. Am I still aggravated? Yes, to a certain extent. Am I mad? No, not anymore. Whatever I got to do, right? If it was legit. Oh, no, I never heard back from them. I got to, well, I've got it, as you can see, I've got it installed in Ubon now. And with that battery, maybe, see now, if he tells me that everything was doing right with that battery, that's gonna. I mean, I hate to say it, that's gonna tell me that there was a problem with the batteries. So I'll have to see. I have to see what he says. And again, well, I want him to talk to you. I said it's not that easy. You have to be there. I don't speak Thai, and he doesn't speak any English. None, zero, nada. So we'll see. Tomorrow's Saturday, so maybe he'll come by. My battery's always have one random that is not balanced with the rest, but they always will fully charge and discharge. Yeah, see, my problem here is that it's been overcast and everything, so I'm not, unless I sat there like I did the other day, I overrode the thing, uh, channeled it in from the deal, and charged up the one battery to 100%. Then I shut that battery off and tried to do that to the second battery, and the second battery wouldn't do it. Second battery wouldn't take it. So I think there is a problem with the second battery. And maybe that was screwing up the first. I don't know. So I'll let him take it to the guy, let that guy test it out. And if he says, no, it's fine, then I'll take it back, put it on, and see if they work or not. But maybe he says, oh yeah, there's a problem. Here's another one, or I'll fix it. I'll put a new PMS or whatever. Whatever he says, we'll see. Uh, Hand signals for communication. Yeah, for sure. Shopping straight, by the way. You come? Yeah, no shit. Can you build me one of those for what was it, $1,000? I'd pay to get that. It is. It's amazing here, and Kenny obviously did as good, if not better, job if he would have paid somebody to do it. But turned out awesome. The only thing I would have designated was my shop area with the concrete floor. But we'll see. But see, like now, I'm a little bit lightheaded, and I would almost bet my blood sugar is low. Um, but I think it's when I ramble too and I get out of breath. I don't even have anything here. My wife's already gone to take a little, to a handful of almonds or something. But anyway, let me rest my rambling. So we're going to Uban. I'm going to talk slower on Monday morning. Me and the girls going to go on a 4-day camping trip, 5-day. We're going to go. My wife's going to come up Wednesday morning, drive a car up there. We'll already be set up. We'll spend one night at Uban House, and you have to add the concrete. Next year, we'll see. Yeah, no shit. But yeah, happy wife, happy life. I would agree with that. We'll leave Monday morning, spend Monday night in Uban House. The campground's only 15, 20 minutes away from the house. We'll go Tuesday morning, set up everything, get everything ready, and then my wife will come up Wednesday afternoon, and we'll stay Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, come back Sunday. So let's see. Let me see if I don't know if he's well. He might come. He came early yesterday, so let me put it back on the. Oh yeah, some have gone. They're already here. I don't know what he's doing, but he's here. So I'm not going to do a real long live stream because I want him to do a couple of things for me. I want to put. She bought a for some reason the gates on the house. All they have is a deadbolt type little thing that slides down. I want to handle and locking whatever because they put their hands through. They'll go through. There's a slide bolt on either side, and this is on my house. So the opening's only this wide enough for a tie hand to get through and open it up. To get this meat, deal through there hurts and hits the back of my hand, and I got to jiggle it, and it's been a nightmare for a while. So she bought it the other day when she was at Taiwazadu, so I need to get him to install it. Language makes no problem with when you communicate with the Thai people. Everyone seems to understand. Yeah, yeah, you were saying something about it. You're going to go camping next. Hopefully, my brother and his family. Cool, cool. Um, yeah, it's just that to get my wife to just ask people questions and stuff is she doesn't like to do it. Like she just doesn't like it. It's not even so much confrontation; it's just asking a question. And I don't know. So, but it looks like he's getting real close. Like I said, you can see. I'll go over to this other. Pull up this. You can see that the panels are in. I have the medallions for those. I don't have the big medallions. They're like 5,000 baht to go across the gate. The four of them. They doubled in value. I don't know why, but she found the same manufacturer that we got them from. So looks like just two guys here today. He had three guys with him plus himself. Four yesterday. So I think that they're pretty close, but it looks good. He did a great job. Like I said, man, I feel for the guy being, an alcoholic. He has a hard time. Like I said, he came yesterday, but it was like 5 days since he'd been there. Um, he just finds a reason not to come and to drink. So, but I do. I love him. He's a family member. He's talented as hell. Especially when he's not drunk and I can explain something to him, he'll do it. And he built that pond. He built the pool. He put all the fence up. I mean, he does a good job. And you can come to my house. My fence is almost 3 years old now, and it hasn't moved one iota. It's straight as a freaking arrow. You know what? Oh, good. These halls have think they're older than dirt, but they have sugar in them. So I'm going to open up a couple of those. See if it feels better. It'll be a good way to tell. Of course, if I took my blood sugar right now, it'd be a lot easier way to do it. But um, let me see if I take this little candy. Yeah, they're old and soft. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm probably making noise. Um, if I was there now, I'd be careful. Good. I'm good with the tent. Yeah, well, my problem is my knees, basically. That's why I wanted to build. Hold on. Put that so up between my cheek and gum. Um, it getting on my knees that was the hard part. That's why I wanted to build that trailer with the that I could just walk into the pop up deal, and I'm still going to build it. So we'll see. No, I have some almonds in the house, but no peanuts. That's my wife as well. I think it's just a Thai thing, right? Just don't. I don't know. I mean, I would go nuts. I mean, in the States, that's all I did was ask questions. In fact, if somebody, oh God, I find place my mouth. There we go. Under my tongue seems to be perfect. Um, even when guys would come to work for me and they didn't ask questions, I let them go in a week. Okay, you got it. Why? Oh, you just aren't working out. You know, how are you going to learn anything if you're not asking questions? So as soon as it runs away, we'll get out the tent and sleep on the ground. Cool. I'd like to go back to that place where you came and met me at. I'd like to go back there again. The people were great, and it was you don't have to bring that much stuff. They would cook kapow or whatever. Chicken wings were outstanding. I didn't have to do shit. It was great. I'd like to go back there. So if you want to do that, and you said the same. We're right on the same wavelength, my friend, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've got a cot too. Uh, I've got a bunch of stuff. I got to go through. The kids went through the trailer. I want to do that because I got to put the generator back up front. I got to fill up one of the gas tanks, put the two water jugs up there, and I do have the scale out there. I want to reweigh that thing with the e-bike on it. It's 100 pounds less than the 125, and see how it pulls to Ubon. Yeah, all you need is a good pad or blow up Coleman mattress. But I dig camping, man. Is it cool to have the trailer? Yeah, it's pretty cool. But if I could get into something, that I don't have to get down on my knees to get into, like a tent that you could walk into, that would be better. And then one of those high double blow up mattresses. Just bought a new 10. You know what? I was looking at those air mattresses are too cold. Not here. Um, those blow up tents, 4-man tents, they're five 5,000 baht. So what is that? 30, 60, 90, 150, $180 or something. They're pretty cool. Some miss a lot of the stuff on YouTube's. One guy had leaks in it, but most of the people didn't have any problem with the thing. But they're kind of cool. You just roll it out of its bag, stake it to the ground, hitch up. Well, they had a hand pump. I would hook a air pump up to it and pump it up, and it's done. So that's right up my alley. It's a glamping style tent. But yeah, I definitely would go back to that place, Kenny. So we'll definitely stay in touch. And it's nice. I could plug in there. I have to pay them a little bit more money, but charges my battery. I can run the air conditioner. So if I do go there, we can get out of the heat if we want to. But I think if they let you plug in fans, like I want to bring the full standing fan with us this time and put it outside and run that and let the batteries charge. Hopefully, we'll get some sunshine. Let the batteries charge during the day in the trailer, and just run the fan outside. That doesn't pull much at all. So we'll see how that works. I'm going to pull it out probably tomorrow, Saturday, and have put a ladder up there, have Sim get up there and wash the solar panels, and then it'll be ready to go. Leave it out there, make sure, run the air conditioner, run the batteries down a little bit, make sure it charges back up. And then I will have the generator and I will have the long cord so I can put the thing, a mile away from me and not listen to it. So it'll be good. Yeah, pump a blow up doll. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that. There's going to be power there, in which the house is off of solar. So I'll probably have at least on both sides of the gate lights for sure on the fence. But of course, we didn't put any. We didn't make any. We didn't put it in beforehand. We should have. Uh, let's see. Let me see what the. Right now. Yeah, right now it's charging the battery. Okay, so it's 8:30 in the morning, which is really good to get almost 3,500 watts out of the panels over on the garage. So I'm using 1,000 watts to run this. That's the pond and this room with the air conditioner on and off. Might be off now, but right now it's saying that my battery is 65% and it is charging, and it's charging from the grid and supplying the 1,000 watts needed for the house, and it's not coming off the grid. So that looks good. I got no problems with that. But the inflatable tent, have you seen them? They're actually pretty cool. Let me remove that. Let me take that out. Let me go to Lasadia. Let me see if it'll go to uh, my wish list. I think it was 5,000 baht, but I think one of them. Those are 9, but let me see. Here. What's this one? Does it have? I don't know which one they're showing here. Hold on, I'll stop it. Oh, all right. Sorry. Let me go back to. Let me go back to. Oh, let me see. Okay, let me go back to here. Let me go to this because I think they're pretty cool. Screen share. All right. Let me get it on the. That's a small one, but the one that I'm talking, I think it's 5,000. Hold on. Can you guys see that? Let me go up. Shit, lights in my. Oh, you can. Let me put it on the biggest. How come? There we go. All right. Let me go here. And let me go to this one. Oh, is that? No, hold on. Let me. Huh. Wait a second. Sorry, guys. Ah, wrong one. Let me see something here. What the heck? I don't know what's going on. No, Facebook. Ah, oh, I screwed that up, didn't I? Not just showing tents. Let me go here. As I'm boring everybody, but I could tell already just that little lozenge under my tongue. I feel better. Those ones were 9. This one was here. Oh, wrong one. Hope you guys are seeing this. It was right here, but it wasn't this one. Huh? Maybe they bumped the prices on them because that's the wrong tent. But it could be, it's weird because sometimes these were. I don't think. No, it says. Let's see. 6'3". That's the one, and it's 58. But you can see it there. I'm hoping. Can you guys see it? Let me make sure. Yeah, you can see it. It. I don't know. I don't know what is it. A couple $100 maybe. I guess 180 something like that. Comes with the pump and a little bag and everything. And like I said, it's you roll it out, take it out of the bag, roll it out, stake it down, hook the pump up to it, and pump it up, and you're done. It's pretty cool. Plus, I like the size of it too. What is it? 300 by 3 meters by 2 meters. It's pretty cool. Anyway. So as it cool, air cools at night, does it tend to deflate? No, I don't know. Of course, we don't have that problem here. But a couple of the ones that I watched on YouTube, because what I was also concerned about was is it rain watertight more than anything else. And the one guy that put it through he didn't have any problems with it blowing up and staying there and then he took a hose to it in his yard and soaked the living crud out of it, and it had one little drop come in at the bottom of the zipper that he didn't have zipped down all the way, so it wasn't bad. There we go. All right, let me get rid of this and back to the other one. But yeah, besides it, of course, you always have to worry about if it gets punctured. But let me go back. Well, let me bring back up my other one. Yeah, well, cool. I want to just see what he's doing. Doesn't look like he's doing much. But anyway, let me put it on equal. There we go. All right. So, yeah, you know what? I'll tell you a story real quick. When I was a kid, when I was younger, I had a Blazer, and we took off. A good buddy of mine's older brother lived up in Grants Pass, Oregon, and he got us elk um, tags, and we were going up there. He'd been scouting the area. He knew exactly where they were. He knew everything. And when we got there, we went up, and it was a freezing rain almost coming down, and it did stop. And we got the tent set up, all that canvas tent, and big one. And we had cots in there and everything else. Once we got in there, back in the day, peppermint schnapps was the deal with, a couple cases of beer. And we just got freaking hammered. And we woke up to gunshots in the morning on opening day. He knew where they were. He knew everything. So we chased them for 3 days. And anyway, but the story was the next night it rained like hell, and the tent had a big bubble in it. Before we could stop my friend from sticking his finger up there and touching on it, I don't know if you know, on You guys probably do. Touch it like that, and it just starts dripping water. You don't touch it, it won't leak. But yeah, it leaked off. Anyway, I was only there for a night and a half. We went out the uh, the first day hunting, and not shit. 3 blocks from where we were camped was a freaking lodge with steak dinner, steakhouse, and rooms. Well, I immediately rented a room. Said, "You guys can camp all the hell you want. I'm not doing it." Watch football. I was in heaven, and a full bar, so I was in heaven. But what I did see up there, I was sitting on a stump in a clear cut. If you guys know what that's called, what that is. Not that I would never hunt anymore, but anyway. Uh, and I there here comes a spike, which is just a single coming across 200 yards, maybe 150, 200. I went down, cleaned off my scope, and sat there and looked at it. And I looked at it, man, and it was right at the top. It had to be above the ear, the spike, and it was so close. I said, you know what? No. Plus, I was way back in there, and it was a big bitch, a big bastard. But and I had to haul that thing out of there. So I said, nah, screw it. I ain't gonna do it. We got back. When we got back, one of the people I went to the campground with them first before I went over to the hotel. And they had the guy's vehicle there, his guns laying up on the hood of his truck, and had him in handcuffs and going into the back of the car there for shooting. I swear to God, that it wasn't a 16th of an inch below the ear. And at 100, I couldn't see it at 150, 200 yards, even with the scope. I couldn't be, for 100% certain. But boy, I'm sure I'm glad I didn't shoot one. Confiscated his guns, never to get them back. Confiscated his vehicle, and he could get that back paying a big ass fine. The fine, I think he may have gotten the guns back, but he had to pay an enormous amount of money. But it was not a good experience. The first night we had a ball. Is Andy here? Hey, Andrew, what's up? Did I miss anybody else? If you guys came in, sorry if I missed you. Elk hunting in Idaho. Those, yeah, but he had scoped it out for months and months. His brother, who's passed away, by rest in peace, good guy. Anyway, and he knew exactly where they were bedding down. He knew everything, right where they were, following them for a month, and we woke up to gunshots. Unbelievable. More demand for packaging. Really? Wow. The deer around here are like large dogs. Stainless steel Ruger. Yeah, I'll tell you another story about my stepdad was a real piece of work. But anyway, he had a British 303, and we went deer hunting for the first time. I was 11, 12, and the we were sitting up the night before in the campground, and this turned me off to hunting, even though I did once after that, but I didn't get anything. And we're sitting by the fire, and the guns were right there, and I'm just playing with the gun, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's talking. The next morning when we wake up, here's this big buck walking right through the middle, right on the edge of camp, just right there. And the old man laid the gun across the hood of the truck and bam, shot about 1.5 feet, 2 foot above the thing. Started screaming and cussing and everything else. Well, what I was playing with was his freaking sights on the 303, and I never did say anything. Mainly because I get my ass kicked enough by him. I didn't want any added to it. But I'll tell you 2 stories. before I end the live stream. It was a British. It was a 7 millimeter mag, and I think it was. Was it? I don't know. I was young. I don't remember. But he. So we didn't get nothing. Didn't see anything from that. When we're leaving, we're driving down the road, and he had a camper shell on a truck, and our camper. I'm sorry, on a truck, and here's some little does across on the hillside. And we don't have no doe tags. It's sun is setting. You weren't allowed to shot a doe. We broke every rule or law in the world. Okay, no doe tag. Shot it out after dark, and blah blah blah. So we're sitting there. Boom! He hits the thing, and he hits it in the back, and paralyzes it back, so it couldn't move its back legs, and it's moving around. So we go up there, and he's holding the thing down, and here, hold its head. So I'm holding its head, right? Now this doe is looking at me, and he's got these doe eyes this big around, right? And I sat there, and I'm looking at this doe, and he's trying to slit its throat with a dull freaking knife. So what does he do? He pulls it out and stabs the freaking thing in the side of the neck. And now the blood is pumping out, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching this deer's eyes go to death, and I'm just going, man, this sucks, right? So then he tries to butcher the thing, and he cuts the main gut, and I guess hunters will know what I'm talking about. Spoils all the meat except for the hind quarter, and we carry that down, put it in the back of the truck, and go off. I was kind of hoping that he got caught, take him to jail. I hate the bastard anyway. But anyway, so I don't know. I just changed since I was younger. It's just like, why do I need to kill something? It's now people go, oh, you turn anyone. No, I kill a human being first. That's how much I like animals. But it's like now, if it was an apocalypse now, and I needed to supply for my family, I'd kill you and butcher you out, and we would survive. That wouldn't be a problem. But you can buy it in the store. It just bugs me now. Like I said, I see an animal run over in the street. I think I don't know, turn into a giant pussy. I guess I don't know what the hell happened. I know Ted at outdoors. he wouldn't like that. His kids are out there doing it, and I don't think I would never tell anybody no, you shouldn't or whatever. I just personally won't do it. Yeah, he left the damn thing on the side of the hill. Hey, Blood, how you doing? Please don't kill me. I just got no worries. I'm not going to be here that long. I got the you can see up in the corner. They're getting pretty much done with the. It looks like they did a little bit of welding and securing and painting, and I'll put my little coin medallions on there, and I'm going to go out there. I got a couple of things I want him to do because he's so squirrely, man. He'll all of a sudden, get done with what he's doing and want to go try to bang his girlfriend or wife or whatever, and he'll take off in the middle of the day. I'm done. Boop, gone. So I want to make sure I get him to do the couple of things I want him to do. I did get the Vice yesterday at about 4:00. I was in the garage most of the day watching that 10.2 kW solar system work. And the pool noodle that I'm going to put, and I'll do a little video on the kayak trailer. And so once I get that all mounted, and how I'm going to strap it to the kayak, I already had it strapped. It's freaking awesome. And I can pull it behind the bike. I ordered a when I had it on there. I should have showed you. I ordered a clamp to clamp onto the bike rack on the e-bike, and it'll clamp on. I haven't made a bracket for the front of the kayak, and I'll be able to pull it. Now, would I want to pull it 80 miles somewhere? No, probably not. But what's kind of cool about that is if I do get someplace and I have it on the truck, and the place that I want to go fishing is 2 or 3 miles or 5 miles from where I'm camping, just hook it up to the e-bike and pull it there and put it in the water. So we'll have to see. But I'm going to do things smarter this time, and I can put the battery in there. It'll take a lot of weight. It's the same. If you look at it on YouTube, out of that same wheels that I had, they put it up and then bolted them together. And the way I did it was with 3/4 inch PVC, you'll see. And then through the scupper holes, I've got 2 pieces coming up there, and then it'll strap, and it's awesome. So if I was doing it again, I would pull that. I would take the battery out. That's the heaviest part of the whole damn thing. You could still manage it. But I'll have to see how it does, especially if I'm by myself. Where's Kenny going to work again? I have what? You haven't bought a riding mower yet, or no? I know you were thinking about it. Yeah, I am definitely. That'll go on the trailer probably tomorrow. I'll probably load it on, load it off, take it on, take it off, make sure everything, how I'm going to get it on there. I'll probably put a cover on it too. But yeah, it's going with us. And the little fishing thing, I'm hoping it's going to be close if I get but I'm going to take the trailer with me. So if I want to take it down and ride around with the trailer, it's got the fishing mounts on it. It's got everything in it. I did end up putting that battery, that same one that Kenny's got, the solar generator battery deal that weighs 10, 12 pounds or whatever. I got it in there because I ordered a bag. Hopefully it'll be here. That the spare battery will go in. I ordered a low profile box for the back so I can still get my fat ass leg over to get on the e-bike. And I bought a battery bag that'll go in there, a watertight one. And so that'll be on the back of the bike. I weighed everything in the trailer separately with the scale, and it's 51 pounds in there. That's with figuring 2 or 3 pounds in the ice chest as a couple of sodas, a sandwich, and whatever. All the fishing gear, the tackle, the chair, the table, all the cooking equipment, the backpack, everything's in there. It's awesome. I'm going to do a separate video because I think that there are people in the States that have e-bikes that would like this trailer. I got to get the wheels on there. That's going to make the difference. Although I'm not exceeding the deal, I want those wider wheels. So I'm not going to get that done before we go. I'll do that when I get back. And probably when I do that, then I'm going to take everything out, lay it out on tables, and do a video from a tripod on everything in there and how it goes on and blah, blah, blah. And then pulling it down the road, I'll mount the 7 I'm actually using the 9 as as my backup in a weatherproof case. And this is to the 12, and then I can mount that at the back. Making a video of pulling the trailer, and we'll see if it fishtails. I've got the weight moved up. It's got strapped down. It's pretty cool. It worked out pretty cool. I'm happy with it. Like I said, I need to get those. I need to get it over to the bike shop, and maybe I will do that tomorrow with the kids here and see, because if they did have them, it'd be nothing for them to give them the tires and them to mount them up and put them on. And if I find a rim that is the exact same width, then I use the same pins and everything. But what I might do, the axles are this big, and they go in and they clip in so you can pull the wheels off and everything collapses. And it still can do that. But yeah, I want to see how weight is and how it does with the new tires and everything on it. And if I still feel good about it, then it's fine. If not, I'm going to make an axle that goes all the way through to the other side and put it together. See how it is. All right, Kenny, take it easy. I'm going to go too. It's been an hour. I'm going to go work on stuff. Let's see. What is this? Costco. What did you get? 18 pack for 23. An 18 pack of what? I missed something. What did you get? An 18 pack of what? I'm looking. I missed it. So anyway, I got another one. I feel better. I don't want to eat any more sugar, so I've been leaving it at that. I wonder what my watch says. It was straight lining. Now it's creeping up. Look at that, man. Flat line and going straight up. Before, it was 75, which is low for me. Now it is, I'm going to say 120, 131. And I think up to 136 is okay. But mine goes like that. Like Kenny was asking me, because Kenny got this watch too, whether it's accurate or not. I don't think the blood glucose, they said it's not a medical thing. They tell you that. The oxygen level, like they put on your finger, is real accurate. That I would say. Blood pressure, again, don't know, probably not. But the reason I got the watch and the way I look at it is, I'm looking for those spikes, and if it stays level, blood pressure, the same thing. This morning and most of the days, it's 119/85. I think it's about 10 off. I think I'm like 129, 130/90 something, which is good for me. But I'm looking for consistency, and it's consistent. So, but that's it. And the rest of the stuff, I think it's, I don't know, the body weight and the BMI and all that. I don't have a clue. But I am going to, like I said, my doctor, he was fascinated by the watch too. He said the next time, usually he doesn't get me a full blood panel. He just does what he wants, liver function, that kind of stuff. But because this does your whatchamacallit, oh, my mind's gone. The fat. What? Come on, somebody help me. Oh, come on. Cholesterol. Okay, it does both the good and the bad and some other stuff. He's going to give me a full type panel, which I'll probably not have to. I'll have to not eat to go in and do it, which is cool. And then we're going to sit and check it with the against the watch and see if it's even close on the triglycerides and the other one, and see how it works. So I'm happy with it. Steps are good and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure as accurate as any other watch. So. We'll get beer. Oh, you're getting beer, or you're making beer. Yeah, and we got some peppers the other day. Seed. Unfortunately, a snail. Yeah, the snails that got my wife's. What was it? Lettuce or something? I don't know. Put salt around the base of the pond and we'll keep the snails. Really? Not in the dirt. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll tell her to do that. Because I told her, I said, if I remember right, stuff that killed them, the poison I remember was ortho. My mom used to get it. Why I remember that, I don't have a clue. But snail killer. She hated snails. My mom hated it. Anyway, I think that's it. I want to thank everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys haven't watched I don't know how let me look up here. I'm just curious to see. Oh, wow. The solar deal got 476 views. That's amazing. Let me see what I wanted to see what the other shorts. Yeah, they're so weird. Sometimes they're pretty consistent. Morning breakfast 460. Life's a bitch in Serin 446. Mexican food lunch 620. Yeah, cool. Maybe I should do more shorts. Seems like I get better views with shorts. Anyway, you guys are all awesome. I can't say it enough. And looking forward to you, Aaron, retiring, getting here. We'll do some camping before I croak and have some fun. I do feel better, like I said. I don't know. Maybe I think it's I think I need to have him try to lower that dosage because I feel better after that. All right, everybody. Have we, let's see, I got to go up here and go here and go here. Everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. And we'll probably do, I'm going to be gone. No, I'm going to be here. I'll do it on Sunday, which Sunday Thai time, Saturday in the States. I'll do it on Sunday. So everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch you on the next one.